Hey guys, good morning. It's that time of the week. It's a real estate roundup. So let's see what's happening in Lakeland and Central Florida. Here's the headline. Pricing is up, inventory is up, and rates, they stay flat. All right, so for the last 7 days, here's what's happened for closings. The average home closed and sold was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and that has stayed steady. The average square footage went down 82 square feet to 1,698 square feet. The list price went down considerably. Remember, this is a week-over-week number, by $48,000 to $330,000. And the average sold price went down by $50,000 to $319,000. Side note, just remember, on a week-to-week basis, this number fluctuates dramatically based on what homes are closed. So over the long period is what we're looking at. And if we look at it, it's relatively flat from this time last year for this area. People who bought in brand new communities, they're struggling a little bit if they have to move before having lived there several years, just because there's current homes being sold with massive incentives for closing costs and rates, etc. Days on the market has gone up by 5 days to 79 days. The sold price to list price changed by 1%. It went down to 97%. So that means that sellers are getting 97% of their asking price. Side note, this is the 97% of the final listing price. So if that house started at $350 and it dropped to $340, dropped to $330, and then it went under contract, it's 97% of that last price. And it doesn't include any particular concessions, meaning closing costs or new roof or AC or something like that. The list price per square foot went down $18 from last week to $192, and the average sold price per square foot went down $19 to $186. Try not to be too staggered by the big fluctuation. That's just what's happening with this moment of time. As far as listings goes, in the last 7 days, we had fewer listings come to market. We had 86 listings this particular week. We had 44 closings, and we had more pendings. We had 80 pendings. Meaning homes put under contract off the market. Please remember, in Lakeland, we need about 100. So we've been short for some time. So that does mean, logically, there's pent-up demand that's coming. So everybody sees 2026 as an increase. I read a report yesterday showing, let me remember the numbers, I think it was about 400,000 more unit sales in 2026 than 2025. That's a pretty large number. That's over America, but that's still a pretty good number when we're doing about 4 million. So about a 10% increase in volume, number of homes going. So that's a good sign for buyers and sellers. There's going to be more activity. In Polk County, new listings went down, but news to 384 this past week. Sold listings went up slightly to 180. And the new pendings went up to 324. In Polk County, the number is 400 per week, so we're not quite there yet. As far as canceled, withdrawn, and expired listings, we actually had fewer of those this week than last week. We had 23 such listings removed from the market. Last week, we had 36. Our months of supply are 5.62. That's almost equilibrium being 6 months. So we have almost the same amount of sellers as buyers, but currently we still have more buyers than sellers. We have a 6% shortage. The active listings went up from 1,052 to 1,078 in Lakeland. The listings that experienced a price drop went down. We had 162 such listings last week. This week was 108. And the mortgage rate stayed flat, basically. It was 6.06 last week, 6.07. Okay, now what does all of this mean? All this means is we're getting more activity. I know personally, I talked to one of my lenders. They had taken a whole month's worth of loan applications within the first 2 weeks of the year, what they would normally expect in the whole month of January. So we can already see it. We can see it with the activity with the listings, those that are priced correctly. They don't have projects. They're clean and they're move-in ready. Those are moving. Things that are overpriced, they need updates. They're not clean. They're just taking longer to sell. All right, guys, this week in Lakeland is a special weekend. It's Pig Fest. Please come by, come enjoy some barbecue, come and support the local charities who volunteer at the event. It's great. It's Friday night from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You'll see me out there on Saturday afternoon helping with the pig bucks. Please subscribe, share, save, and if you want to get the latest on the real estate market, stay tuned and I'll share with you. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.